Things are really heating up in River State. There has been impeachment proceedings by the State House of Assembly against Governor Similaye Fubara and his deputy, Ngozi Ndu. This is a really interesting turn of events. It started on January 8th. The impeachment proceedings started, and the APC chieftains are really talking to Wike, telling him to focus on his priorities in FCT. As you know, there's been a lot of things going on in FCT, i.e., kidnappings, robberies, etc. And Nyesome Wike is busy politicking in River State. So I believe that this is his biggest trump card. And from my understanding, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu being absent for over 45 days, that's another discussion, has sent sources to tell Wike that, look, focus on what you're doing in FCT. You're doing a really good job there. Focus on that because, he's pretty much trying to tell him that, do you want this job? And I was talking to a source who has been in PDP for a very long time. He says, look, Wike is coming in gloves swinging. He is not going to give up. And he is not going to let himself go into oblivion. He'd rather die swinging. So this attempt is just another trump card going to after Similaye Fubara because sources have said that Wike is saying that if Similaye Fubara gets reelected second term, he will be counted irrelevant and he is politically annihilated. So he's doing everything possible for Similaye Fubara not to get a second term. So Sim Fubara traveled out to go and meet the president to say, hey, they're trying to impeach me. And then all of a sudden, the whole strategy of power, 48 laws of power, divide and conquer. So now two of the members of the State House of Assembly have come out saying, hey, we want peace. They've withdrawn their support for the impeachment proceedings. So this is really heating up really good. And Wike is now putting out that, look, Tinubu cannot betray him. He spent $50 billion to get Tinubu elected. Sources are saying that he's apologizing to Peter Obi for betraying him, that, it was really Peter Obi that won the election. He's going to bring out all the tea. This is my opinion here. Who told you we didn't know that there were some discrepancies in the election results? Who told you we weren't aware? We were fully aware, the citizens. So what you're telling us is nothing new. You're just kind of disclosing the how and the process on how it was done. We just saw the result. And we know that you, Nyesome Wike, you own the judiciary. You're able to, manipulate that process. Besides, your wife's a judge. So this process is heating up. We really need you to go back to work in FCT and allow Similaye Fubara to run his term. Let's know whether or not he's a good governor or not in River State. Let the people of River State know, is this man a good governor? Do we want to re-elect him or not? But you're not even giving him room to govern. He's fighting, he's putting out fires everywhere. I mean, we realize that currently, based on how it looks, you're a political orphan. You're not in PDP, technically, and you're not in APC, and you're not in ADC or any of these parties. So this is my advice to you, Nyesome Wike. I think you should go back into the background, work for President Tinubu, be the FCT minister, and re-strategize. Maybe move to a new political party and start from there. But you don't want to do that, do you? But the thing is, you allow your ego prevent you from looking at futuristic politics. It's like you act on impulse, you act on the moment. Let's give an example. You said you didn't believe in godfatherism. When Ambode was fighting the powers that be in Lagos so that he can govern, you spoke and said that he should keep fighting, that you don't believe in Godfatherism. You said that when Obaseki and Oshomole were going through their tussle, you said you didn't believe in Godfatherism. Those sources are out there. But now you want to be a godfather in River State. You can't contradict yourself like that, because the media doesn't forget. It does not forget. Because, you have said a lot, and people can always refer to what you are saying. Like, for example, from the way you are operating, you were PDP during the day and APC at night. And when somebody asked you, during the presidential election and during that campaigning period, they asked you, would you ever join APC? You said, how can I jump from frying pan to fire? Now you don't even have a frying pan or a fire to jump to. So as this thing is heating up, I know that Wike is not gonna stop. He's not gonna stop. And the only thing that can stop him, the president can't stop him. Already we're seeing that based on Wike's private jet, that EFCC is gonna start probing him, allegedly. So that's already heating up. So you can't be stopped. But do you want to quit now or quit while you're ahead? People are saying, "Oh, Wike, you can't underestimate him. He's powerful. He knows grassroots politics. He's everything." Look, sometimes you got to know when your time is up. I'm a grassroots organizer. Sometimes you got to know and realize the power shift, and then go back and re-strategize to get back in power. But ego is not allowing Wike to do that. And Similar Fubara right now, he has the ace card. He has the ace in the hole. He has the trump card, because he is in charge of APC. And PDP, Wike, you're not in charge of PDP. Now you going and doing all these consultations with different traditional rulers that you disrespected in the past, and trying to talk to them and do consultations and tell them to stay out of politics. You did that. And now things are just going against you right now. So that impeachment you were trying to do, it's failing. So go back, re-strategize, and come back. There's nothing wrong with doing that. That's the same thing Oshomole did. Take it from Oshomole's playbook. He went out swinging against Obaseki. It didn't work out because Obaseki was governor. He tried to impeach him and get him out of, suspend him from APC. Obaseki went to PDP. So after those last 4 years, Oshomole went to the background and went into federal politics. Went and supported Tinubu, went and backed him up, and then came back to Edo State, saw the opportunity and the cracks that were going on in PDP in Edo State, and came in with his candidate and has taken back Edo State. So you're not thinking, Nyesome Wike, you're not processing political strategy. You got to take your ego and lock him in the toilet for right now. And then come with an independent mind. Come with independent thinking. Right now, Fubara has the trump card. So you now got to go back, refocus, and regroup. That's my advice to you, because if not, the Bible says pride comes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. You're about to be crushed by APC if you don't quit while you're ahead.